right, in this video for AHK Scriptmaker, we're going to talk about your preferences. So go up here to options and look at your preferences. So this menu limit, this has to do with how many you can disable it, or you can show up to 50, which is a crazy amount. I think, let me see here, mine was default to 20. And I need to close this to go back and show you here. So this is how many are listed here. And so my DPI is higher right now. Usually I show a little bit more, but my DPI bumped up for this video. So it's limited in how many I can show here. I can also always hit more and search across them. So that's a quick, easy way for that. The same thing works for the the clipboard history settings. So this one here under clipboard, we have the same settings, and you can disable it, or you can go back however many you want to keep memory of. This will limit, for this clipboard history, how many characters it will display, because you might want to keep that very small. I like having it larger so I can see a lot more of it. This is the, if you want to disable, you can disable the backup limit. The AHK Scriptmaker has a folder for each file. Again, we borrow this from AutoHotkey Studio. Maestro did a lot of things right in that tool, I believe. And so you can disable it, or you can create, but we do have a way to say keep 30 of the last one's copies of that script, right? So you can limit it, which is convenient, because sometimes it's great to have, but maybe I don't want to have too many, right? You could say unlimited. I don't recommend that. This Explorer, this one I can show you without closing that menu, because I can bring over here, and on any file, I can right click and you'll see this. Here's an edit with Notepad. This is what we borrowed it from. But there should be, edit with AHK Scriptmaker. If you have an AutoHotkey file open, you can just, by default, it will be in this menu. Now, I do have the traditional Windows 11 and 10 and previously menus, so it's shown in that one. So that's a great, easy way. If you don't like that, you can just turn this off here, and it will go and remove that from your control context menu in Explorer. The toolbar, you can change the size of your icons. This, I just changed it because also, again, I changed the DPI. So, but if you want to have them a little bigger or smaller, we do have a way to store a token for OpenRouter. We're not actually using this yet, but we just have a placeholder for it. And later we do plan to maybe have some AI assist stuff in here. So for right now, we just have a placeholder for it. And the Pro mode, I've already enabled Pro mode. This is where yours would be disabled. You can click this link and learn more. It gives you, I'm going to hit cancel here, access to these tools. We have a lot of built-in tools that would come with it that would normally we sell individually for, and it comes up to like $98 in value for $12.99 if I remember correctly. So that is covering the preferences. Let's also go, if you want to change your hotkeys, you can come up here and you can search, let's say, move. So this will start showing you, there might be more than one, but it'll show you the first one. And then you can choose your hotkey that you want with it. And you can deactivate a hotkey if you don't want to have one for it. It will also tell you if you have something else using that hotkey, it will warn you that one's already been assigned. And you can export them in case you want to have them and then import them later. So under options, we also have the exe pass. This is the same as over here under run. We just thought some people might be looking here, so we had it both. This is a really cool setting that comes with our tool. It allows you to change your default AutoHotkey editor. And this is one of those, if you're not too sure about AHK Scriptmaker, which I'd find hard to believe, or let's say you want to switch over to have VS Code be your default editor for a while, you can just set it to the selected one, and then when you go to edit a script, it will open in that editor, but you can switch back, right? So it keeps track of the editors you've had installed, but you can add your own too if you want to. You just point to the executable and it'll add it for you. Notice we're even pulling in their icons when we can, so it's really cool. That's a very cool script that's built into the tool. You can choose not to have a dark theme, so sorry if you're going blind from this one, but you can turn that back on. Oops. Options, dark theme, there we go. And this will prevent close. We'll disable this caption, the close button here, which sometimes, I'm going to go ahead and enable it. Often, see, now I can't close it. I can minimize it, but I can't close it. And a lot of times we probably shouldn't be closing things that we close. So We built that into the tool. I'm gonna leave that on. I like that on. I can also force this to be always on top, and this way, if I have something else here, this one would stay on top all the time. So that is the stuff under our options menu. Hope you enjoyed that. Cheers.